Morning everybody, it's Chris with Simply Japanese Maples. We're looking at Acer palmatum, a species tree here. Now I don't know if you can see, if you can tell, there's something a little different about this tree. You see it? Yeah, it's been pollarded. So there's a technique called pollarding, which is an ancient pruning technique of reducing the size of trees. And so basically about 7 feet up, all the branches have kind of been whacked right off. Now, let's be clear, in no uncertain terms should this technique ever be used on Japanese maples. So this is a tree that I've inherited on this property, and when I first saw it, all these little points where the branches have been cut were just a mess with literally, in some cases, more than a dozen shoots all coming off the cut ends. And this just is a mess. It completely ruins the integrity of the graceful lines and arches and the movements of the branches of a Japanese maple, the things that we love. And so whoever did this just didn't get that part of Japanese maples, and they were just trying to keep a tree short. So we're going to just come a little closer, have a look at this. So what I've done, I've basically tried to prune it out a little bit and thinned out quite a bit of the branching that were coming off the cut ends. And there's still some work to do next year, and we're just doing our best to try and bring this back to a semblance of how it should look. But here's a situation here, like example here, where I've counted there's more than 11 shoots coming off this little nub. So it creates a pruning nightmare. It looks bad, and it also just opens up the tree to possible disease that you just isn't necessary. Yeah, just a mess. Look at there's just more than a dozen of branches coming out of some of these cut ends. So the tree is fine. It's, we'll do our best to prune it into a nice shape, but this should never be done. Never use pollarding, folks. You often see this technique used on weeping willows and many other deciduous trees, but it's almost never used on, well, you see it on a lot of trees that it shouldn't be used on. So yeah, just don't do it, folks.